I want to show you today is a really nifty trick for rapid multiplication by 5. If you practice this every day, you'll soon master it, and then you'll be able to wow people with your math genius. What is this trick? Here it is. When we multiply by 5, that is the same as dividing by 2 and then multiplying by 10. Oops. This is the trick to rapid multiplication by 5. Okay, why does this work? This is because 5 is equal to 10 divided by 2. So instead of thinking about multiplying by 5 and going ahead and remembering your tables and all that, it's a lot easier to divide by 2 first and then move the decimal over by 1. Okay, let's look at some very simple examples. 12 times 5. Now we already know that this is 60, but let's use our trick. Half of 12 is 6. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So now we've divided by 2 and then we want to then multiply by 10. 6 times 10 equals 60. So 12 times 5 equals 60. Half of 12 is 6 times 10 is 60. Very simple. How about 30 times 5? What does that equal to? Now we can, again, this one is relatively simple. We can figure it out in our heads, but let's use our trick. I'll look at 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. And now what I want to do is I want to multiply that by 10, so that gives me 150. So 30 times 5 equals 150. Okay, let's take a look at one that is a little more challenging. 48 times 5. What does that equal? Now this one, probably most people can't do it so readily in their heads, they'd have to break out pen and paper. But let's use our trick. I'm going to take 48 and I'm going to divide that by 2. 48 divided by 2 equals 24. And now what I'm going to take is I'm going to take 24, multiply that by 10, and that gives me 240. So what we've got is 48 times 5 is equal to 240. Okay, let's take a look at another one, a little more involved. 25 times 5. What is that equal to? So we do our same trick again. Take 25 and divide that in half. So 25 divided by 2 equals 12.5. And so now what we want to do is take that 12.5, multiply it by 10, move the decimal over, and we get 125. So what we've got is 25 times 5 equals 125. Very, very simple. And the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So with a little bit of practice, you'll be able to do multiplications like this. 484 times 5 equals half of 48 is 24. Half of 4 is 2, and then just stick a 0 on the end. 484 times 5 is equal to 2,420. Here's another one. 586 times 5 equals half of 58 is 29, half of 6 is 3. Stick a 0 on the end. 586 times 5 is equal to 2,930. So let's take one more look at one like these. 785 times 5 equals, take half of 78. Half of 78 is 39. Half of 5 is 2.5. I've already ignored the decimal, so that's the equivalent of multiplying by 10. So I've got 785 times 5 is equal to 3,925. So let's take a look at one last example here, and let's pick a fairly big number like 16,925. And let's multiply that by 5. What does that equal to? So again, let's play our trick. I can look at 16. Half of 16 is 8. Now what about the 9 here? Half of 9 is 4.5. So what I want to do is I want to put down the 4 here, and I want to kind of carry the 1, because 4 times 2 is 8, and then I have 1 left over. So I'm going to use that 1 here for 12. Half of 12 is 6, and then half of 5 is 2.5, and so multiplying by 10, I don't have to worry about the point, so I get the answer of 84,625. 16,925 times 5 is 84,625. So that's it. Really simple, huh? All it takes is a little bit of practice, and you'll soon get the hang of it. So go ahead and try that, and I hope you have fun with it. Thanks for watching.